Hi guys, it's time for another review, and it's morning here, and I decided to do this review um, this way in a more intimate fashion because I want to discuss this movie with you. This movie that is called Fantastic Four Reboot 2015. Now, there's a lot of bad reviews and going off immediately. My alarm bells, you know. But if you know me, I'm the guy who likes to go to see movies regardless of the reviews because I like to, I want to get my own opinion on things. But when the reviews are so bad, like this movie, it makes me more curious. I want to see why it's so bad. So I went and the director. Let me start with the director. The director is somebody called Mr. Tranks or something. He directed this indie superhero movie called The Chronicles, and I never saw it, and because I kind of like not bothered to see it. But according to reviews, the movie is great. Chronicle was great. Um, and the actors for this movie are Kate Mara. I only know Kate Mara, and it's the guy who that main actor played Reed Richard is the guy who played this main character in Whiplash. So how can that be bad? Kate Mara, I remember that only. What? The actors are good, except maybe Doctor Doom, but that is a character. Okay, now it's just unbelievably. You guys, I'm speechless. When I saw this movie, I don't know how to describe this. 2/3 of the movie, 2/3 of the movie, fantastic. It's a different superhero movie. It's not like fun, happy. It's really dark. It's a really dark superhero movie. And I was watching. I was okay. I was going through with it. 2/3 of the movie, I can understand the seriousness, even though there are flaws. But I want to start with this positive first. So the 2/3 of the movie was good. Suddenly, I mean, they show this guy is going to this planet and to this dimension and whatnot, and then suddenly, 2/3, and the last section of the movie really destroyed this movie. Really, I mean, by the word destroyed, I lost complete faith. 2/3 of the movie watching this, I was thinking like, oh, it's a different movie. It's like a sci-fi movie. It's like horror movie. There's elements of sci-fi and horror. And then suddenly the last third of the movie went to the unbelievable mode. What I mean by that is when characters behave like they're not supposed to behave that way, and the motivation wasn't there, and things that was done in 2/3 of the movie does not reflect in the last part of the movie, and is just odd. The script is I think the storyline, the plot is like, it's like there are two separate movies. Like somebody shot two separate movies. Like they shot it, the 2/3 is somebody else, and 1/3 is somebody else. So yeah, let's just go with the bad. The bad. Like I said, there's I think because this movie was cut out. A lot of things was cut out, so you don't get motivation. You don't get why this boy in school wants to go to create something, to try to go to transport something to another dimension or another place. That is never explained. That's really weird. Why? I mean, I can understand kids having interest in science, but why would this guy spend most of his childhood, and it was shown in the movie that he got this interest when he was a kid, to really invest in transporting something to another place, and he got his friends to help him out. So there's no motivation why. And in a lot of kids movies and Disney movies, the Goonies or whatnot, all the great kids movie, they have motivation to explain why and such and not. But this is just push there, and then it focus a bit there before it goes to another direction completely later on. Interest in science, why? There's no, it doesn't answer the question why. It has what it's about, when it started when he was a kid, the interest in science. It never explained why he was interested in that specific part of science. Yeah, that's a big flaw. Not just that, after that, all characters go through this weird kind of situation where they don't explain things about the character. I mean, the movie never explains things about the character, so it keeps the character vague. Yet, near the last third of the movie, suddenly it's like all those vagueness was gone. Everybody know each other, everybody's friendly with each other, there's no deeper connection. Everybody was, hey, we're friends, and you know what, it doesn't gel, it doesn't transition well, it shouldn't reach that point. If you are tiptoeing to it and suddenly you are a team, it really doesn't make well, because the characters were not well developed, their relationships together was not developed well, because everything was, they don't even look like a team. They can't even communicate like a team. But at the end of the movie, somehow a lot of the issues are resolved. Somehow they are a good super group, which is, it's really bad. Like I said, just a comparison with the Avengers, which is, Avengers is not, it's a great superhero movie, right? So you got this kind of characters that don't work well with each other, but at the end of the movie, you kind of believe that they are united, they can be a team, because something happens along the way that makes you believe that these guys who doesn't work well together, and then end up becoming a good, strong super team. And and there's none of that in this movie. I'm not saying it has to be like the Avengers, but the development of the group, of the team, and friendships have to be there, but it wasn't. So that's kind of what's missing in this movie. Like, a lot of it has been cut out. Because it started well. 2/3 it started well, because I understand the mood, the approach that the director wants to go, but 1/3 after that, it becomes like it becomes like a generic superhero movie that doesn't make any sense. So the storyline is the first bad point. Second bad point, I think for me is like, what is the motivation of Dr. Doom? Dr. Doom is not really Dr. Doom. He's just a guy who have a name like Doom, and this guy the character is one of the worst developed for the film. That's why a lot of people hate Dr. Doom. One, they hate it for the design. The design is like, whoa, this is so out of the blue. It doesn't even look like Dr. Doom, and that's bad. It's really bad. But so that one sucks. The design sucks. But the worst part for me was the character sucks. It's so two-dimensional and there's not a lot of explanation given why he's so messed up, and why he was brought into this team. You know, I mean, seriously, the guy is really. When you first saw him, the first scene that you've met this Von Doom guy, you know this guy is insane. I think there's a scene even the military guys were discussing with this Doctor Storm how this guy is dangerous, and you know they say he belongs in jail. So I thought it was just a funny, jokey way. But when you go and when you saw the first scene, you know the guy is disturbed, and how on earth he was brought into the team. And there were elements that when he was brought into the team, they tried to inject comedy, like the guy is normal, don't worry. You can see it from a mile away, this guy. Not because I've seen Doctor Doom or I know this guy. Oh, Doctor Doom. His character was never developed to be from the start. It was just plonked in there as evil. There's no motivation for him to be evil. There's no backstory of why he's messed up. You know, there's no way it happens. That's very weird. It's really, really weird. And the last one, and I think this is a minor thing, but it did bother me as the movie goes on, is the dad character, which is Dr. Storm. Dr. Storm is the guy behind all this group. But the guy who plays this has a deep, gravel voice. You can hear it on the trailer. Either it's miscast or either he's the character is a bit weird. Here's my thought. Here's my take on that. It's not real. It's not real with a gravel voice like that. I know the way he talks to his children, the way he talks to his kid. He's not believable as a father. I mean, the father won't talk like this is a script. The bigger the, you know, it's like it's not a natural. It's not natural. You know, you feel it. It's like, wait, this is so weird. For a movie trying to be dark, trying to be realistic, it loses some of that in terms of development of story, development of character, and appropriate casting. Because it's like it's not real at all for a guy. He doesn't look like that. I mean, he doesn't come out as a dad. And yeah, so there's a lot of bad things about this movie that really spoils me, especially in the last third. The last third, where the last finale, it really does is because you don't believe in this character. I mean, you want to believe, but you don't get the reason why you should believe in these characters. And when they merge together out of the blue, I'm saying this out of the blue, when they merge together as a team, you never felt, you never believed that, because then they were never shown that transition that they can work as a team. They hate each other, yes, you believe that. Can they work together? You was like, wait, this is some, like, that's why I said there's no, it's like something somebody else directed the 1/3 of the movie at the end. Near the end, it just goes, it destroyed the movie. 2/3, I was thinking like, okay, I don't know why the bad review. I was thinking in my head, I said, why is the bad review? It's some sort of new take, new sci-fi, new horror or something like that. And then 1/3, after that 2/3, and then it goes to the final part. I get why. The moment Doctor Doom enters the scene, the moment they somehow become a super team, and when you see it, you realize, oh, that's why it sucks. Okay. It really sucks, my friend. My final review for this movie, and I don't mind doing this, it deserves a long review just to debunk this movie. My final review for this movie is, if this movie, somebody gave me a free Blu-ray, I will not even accept this Blu-ray. I do not even want to keep in my collection. It is you. I don't wanna. It's so macam you know, when you feel like disgusting. I don't want to know the word is. You don't want to be associated with this movie. If people give me a free Blu-ray about this movie, please take it back. I don't want. It's just a disappointment and sad, because they had the potential, because they had great actors, and just a bad script. Yeah, I know this is yeah, this is my review, very intimate review, a long review, because I wanted to like it, but it really is really bad. Yeah, thank you for guys for watching. I'm sorry for a long review. I just had to get this off my chest, and yeah, thank you for watching and subscribe. Thank you guys.